Well, hey everybody, we're back, man. It feels like we were just together, you know.
You are on a non-stop train today, aren't you?
And it's funny because I'm doing the daily creative challenge recaps for Illustrator as well. So I'm pulling double duty with past Andrew, teaming up with present Andrew.
Damn, dude,
getting ready for future Andrew. It's crazy. Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the streams. We're doing something a little bit different, and I'm here with the guy. I think that you're the guy, Nick. Like, if I'm talking about guys, you're the guy.
Thank you, sir.
Nick, who are you? Tell us about you. We spend a lot of time together. Go ahead and plug whatever you want.
Yeah, what's up, guys? My name is Nick Longo from Los Angeles, California. Also a co-host of Office Hours every Friday at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. With Andrew here on Adobe Live, and been hosting a lot here as well. I'm a brand designer and a teacher, and today I'm going to be a cook. So this is like a lifelong dream to have filmed a recipe in my kitchen, and today, with Andrew's help, we are going to be making a recipe video worthy of TikTok. I'm hoping this is going to launch me into TikTok stratosphere, I'm assuming.
This is how you become an influencer. And ever since I've met Nick, he always posts stuff on Instagram and social that's just like out of nowhere. It's like design, greatest, most delicious thing you've ever seen. And so I've been trying to get him to like cook something. And so when we had this opportunity, I knew that we had to have Nick here. And Nick, tell us about your holidays, how you celebrate. You obviously are repping with your shirts. Tell us about what the holidays are for you.
Holidays have been one thing and one thing only. It's family. We're all still pretty close by in the Southern California area, but then food is a big number two. So it's kind of like every tradition coming from a full-blooded Italian family has been in that zone. So part of what I love to do is keep that alive. And my parents were both incredible cooks, so both my brother and I have kind of taken over and do that as well when it comes to family things, just like we did with Thanksgiving, and hopefully we'll be doing in the holidays up ahead.
Yes, and just for you all that are watching, we have something very special that we'll be putting up right at the end of this stream. We are going to give them, Nick, what are we going to give them? Let's talk about this. What's the giveaway today?
So the giveaway today is a recipe card. So I've put together the recipe that I am going to be making, and it is a simple, easy to follow recipe. Not a lot of craziness, not a lot of it's nothing too crazy if you're not considering yourself the biggest cook. But then also you'll have this final video that we're going to produce today as a little bit of a video recipe to go through it.
Yep. So if you want to, you can go to the link right down here, bit.ly/Adobe Live Holidays. At the end of the stream, we'll be putting that up, and that link will stay consistent for the entire week. We have giveaways for every single stream that we're doing, so you can keep checking back in there and get more assets. And with that, Nick, I think that we can hop in and talk about what we're making today.
Typically, we have so much housekeeping to do with the typical episode.
Yes.
We're going right in because we got an hour.
Yeah, Nick and I are used to doing office hours where it's basically a talk show. And so people are like, you guys talk so much. And this one, we're actually designing something.
Exactly.
We're making a thing. All right, let's go ahead.
This is crazy. My recipe is live now. Does that make me a chef?
It makes you a chef. I think that you are a published author. I think that this makes you like a... like a mogul. I think a mogul would be the word.
I mean, Food Network, call me up. We're ready to go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. So where are we started? Oh, by the way, the shirt from your favorite online store, Amazon, and you'll see another shirt in the video that I'm wearing that was purchased from there along the lines of this fun video. So the first thing I did was I just started creating. This is our recipe card that you guys can download over here on the left, and then in the middle here is kind of just the title card that I was just making in Illustrator to be ready to go. I'm going 16:9 because we filmed everything for this video in that TikTok portrait style, and we're gonna head right over to Rush and start building this. Are you ready to go?
I think I'm ready. Can we go in real quick and just look at the recipe and talk about what it is?
I should tell us a little bit about it.
Let's do it.
So I've been vegetarian for quite a long time, but I'm recently more on the vegan side, and it's like I test it out as much as possible. There's ways to find, sometimes cheese on a great Italian pizza is impossible to substitute. But what I'm gonna make is this vegan sweet potato gnocchi, and it is just out of this world. It has a secret ingredient that really replaces the butter, the eggs, the cream, the cheese, you name it, and it's cannellini beans of all things. So I made this on a complete whim once, and it turned out delicious, and that's exactly what it is. We're gonna make it really quick and simple. You can store some of it for later. You can cook some immediately. I cannot hold off. I have to cook it immediately. I'm sure most of our viewers are the same way, but we'll get into a little bit about this when we start building it in Rush.
Sweet. All right, let's hop into Rush and go. And those asking, yes, the folder is empty currently. At the end of this stream, because we're building live on this one, we're gonna be uploading everything at the end of the stream for you.
Right.
And then that way you can get it. So once we cut here, we'll give you those and upload them into the folder. All right, Nick.
Excellent.
Let's get cooking.
All right. Always wanted to say that.
I was
right?
ready. I do have a chef's hat back in my closet. I should have brought out my chef's hat.
I figured you would, yes. So here's everything I filmed and put into Rush. So it's actually on a folder on my drive. I airdropped everything from my phone and put this together. So like we had mentioned earlier, I am quite a novice in doing any kind of video production, not just the art of it, but Rush itself. You and I have gone through it a few times on Office Hours, but I figured this was gonna be a really great lesson to learn, and Andrew's got a lot of good pointers on it and is going to help me out throughout this as we go.
It's going to be a fun time. And the cool thing about this stream is we're really going to try to focus on storytelling. So we're definitely going to show you a lot of the tools, but when you have a bunch of shots like this, especially for something like TikTok, you just want to go pretty quick, pretty simple. You just want to get the point across. And so we're going to show you how to do cuts and maybe some dissolves and that kind of stuff. Not going to get super crazy, but it's going to be a fun time and we're going to explore together. Chat, if you have any insight and have used Rush before, let us know what your favorite things are, what your favorite effects are, all of that. And we'll try to get to those as well.
Perfect.
Nick, it feels like I'm already in your kitchen. Like I can already smell from just the thumbnails. I'm starting to waft through the air.
Smell what the rock is cooking? I think
yes,
you can. All right, so I'm sorry, I had to...
Thanks for joining us today, everybody. We'll see you later.
We are done. All right. So quick question for you. When you are putting this together and you start off your project, do you load everything all at once or do you go one by one? These are in order. And I noticed too. What do you do? So
like even if they're in order and even if they're shot exactly how I want, I like the feeling of like putting them in one by one. And I know that there's ways to do it all, but I like to put it in one by one. What do you like to do?
Well, maybe what if we tried in batches? Would that be a cool way to do it?
Oh yeah, let's try it.
Let's do that because I'm going to do the first 7 here. So I'm clicking 1 through 7. That is here. And then these are in order. I noticed too when I shot them, obviously the numbers stay the same way. I deleted any bloopers. I saved them, don't worry. I know who I'm dealing with. And so basically, let's load these up and see how it starts to look.
Yep.
So
and
I'm thinking,
real quick, before we play anything,
Yeah.
just for viewers at home, I'm going to mute the music that's in the background, and I'm also going to turn Nick's audio way down because I'm unsure of the levels that are going to come through. So if it gets quiet for a second, that's because I'm trying not to destroy your ears. All right, Nick, I'm going to pull your audio down a little bit and just go ahead and play something, and we can gauge where it's going to be at.
All right, let's go try it. Ready? Here we go. You'll hear me. Hey, Adobe, how you doing? I'm Nick Longo. Welcome to my kitchen for the Home for the Holidays segment. How's that?
All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. All right, we got it. We got it. Look at that. Even audio.
See my shirt?
Even
my
audio.
shirt?
There we go. Not yelling. Just
No,
perfect.
on the video.
Oh. You have a gnocchi shirt?
I have a gnocchi shirt now. This is the best part of doing this whole video.
This feels on brand. All right, so let's hop in here. We are working in that vertical version.
Yes.
And
perfect.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's go through.
Is this great? Okay, so I filmed it this way. This is the first one where I come into the kitchen. I talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing, and I intro it. But it goes right into the second one. And then what I've also done is some of these I kept audio on there where it's me talking. Some of them I purposely didn't talk because I was going to do a voiceover here on the app as well.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, because I figured that might be cool. So the first thing I want to do is just kind of start thinking. Now, do you usually, when you do your transitions, do you try to keep them the same, or you mess them up a little bit? What do you think?
I think that like depending on what it calls for, I try to like have some fun with it. And so I love doing like Star Wars wipes where it like wipes in from one side. I like it like flying and whatever. So it depends. Usually I just set it to like fade between, but I love every now and then to throw something in that's like a little crazy and a little fun.
Yeah. So
especially
maybe
if we're doing it for social.
Yeah, I'm going to do a swipe left here on this one and see how that works, right?
Yes.
So the second one here, now I'm taking the sweet potatoes, popping them right in on there. Now again, when you have it selected, question for you, when you click the transition on this, is it going to the clip before it or after it, or the after part of the clip or before the clip?
I believe if it's touching and you double click, it will put it on both ends.
Okay,
Let's
so
see.
if we take it here, so
Yep.
let's try seeing here what happens. Ah, there we go.
There we
So
go.
we did the swipe. All right, cool. Now let's get this. I noticed too, like I want to maybe get this a little bit more. I love how it does this. Isn't this just great?
So you can see
So-
the where it's starting and where it's going to.
Oh, look at that. There's my new profile pic right there.
Right there. And I love, yes, it looks,
for you. So we've got this great recipe. Let's go
Let's
make
see
it.
if I edit it a little bit better. There we go.
there
Look
we
at
go.
that.
And Sam Peterson says, I think that Nick low-key likes gnocchi. Maybe, just a little bit.
Just low key.
Yes.
Low gnocchi. Oh, did you see what I did right there?
Yes. And Nick, is there a way to hide the zoom controls that are happening? I don't know why they're still up there. I think it might be
Whoa.
because you're sharing a piece. Oh, there we go.
Hey.
All right, we did it, y'all.
I've never seen. That's weird. They never come through on a shared screen.
I also have never had the green border of the sharing screen, so I don't know what's happening with Zoom, but we're here. We have literally 35 seconds to transition, so this is
Yes,
the production
exactly.
that we get.
Exactly. All right, gotcha. So let's see. So on this one, maybe if I click on here now and let's go swipe up, we'll see the difference. Okay.
Yep.
So let's see how our clip looks here. Maybe we have. Oh, that was kind of
Ooh.
cool. Do we have too much time on that? Let's see.
Ooh, let's swipe
I
it
could
up.
cut a little off.
You should swipe it up with the door going
Ooh.
up, right?
That's a great idea.
So that's
Okay,
something that I
so-
love to do is when you're working with transitions is think about what's happening in the scene, and then if you can do a fun transition, then make a transition that like goes along with that.
Yeah, let's even try it a little bit more there and see what happens. Watch. All right, let's see. Oh, not bad.
Swipe.
Maybe a little. There we go. Now this one, let me see. Was I speaking in it? Let me double check. Yes. Oh. All right, I gotta cut
right.
that. See,
I like
had
that you-
extra in the front.
I love the ASMR of you trying to balance the sweet potatoes.
All right, so let's find that first spot. There it is. All right, cool. So let's see here.
I'm starting with 2 sweet potatoes. I've cut them in half, put them on a baking dish with a little.
Gotta
parchment
love Whole
paper.
Foods. Look at
My
those
oven
sweet
is set
potatoes,
for
man.
400 degrees. Let's bake them.
Perfect. And swipe.
Put them in,
up
and then
with
we got that little swipe.
Damn. All right. So here's my first one that I want to do some voiceover with. Okay. So
Yep.
I'm going over the ingredients, so I'm going to bring it back to the beginning. And I remember this is where we will go to right here, correct?
Yes.
Audio. So now I want to create my own for here. And I'm assuming, so I could be browsing here for all the different great sound effects and stuff there. Then I've got advanced, and then I've got channels. So for recording, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought it was up here. Where's the record for voiceover? Was it here? No, that's
Try to
showing me the
right click
voice.
on that clip.
Control
Oh, there it
tab,
is.
though. Oh, is that it?
Oh, yep. Click on that and then move. So see the little record button right there? I believe
Let's
that's
see.
going to let you record.
Yes.
Let's see
Okay,
if it
perfect.
is.
All right. So target track for recording. Perfect. We're there. And if I record, will it move?
Let's try
Let's
it.
see.
Let's see what happens. There's no rules.
Let's see what happens.
Okay,
It
so
is
maybe
not
if we
moving.
play, it will start recording
see.
live.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Let's see how that works. We'll go back.
And chat, if we're not doing this right, please let us know. Again, we're experimenting and trying to figure
Yeah.
this out along with you. Open the channels to see it. Thank you.
Yeah. Open the channels. Okay.
Over on
let's
the
see.
right, there are
Yes.
channels.
Let's see.
It says, yeah, you got it. I think that it was recording. It looked like it was pretty low.
Okay, let's see. So left and right. We've got these two
Okay.
here.
Let's maybe
Let's
try to
see.
click all of those on the left there. All those little microphones on the bottom
Okay.
left.
Let's see.
Oh.
Oh, so it only goes. Okay. Let's see. Oh, now. Oh, there it is. I have to click it
There we
again.
go.
That was it.
There we
Okay.
go. I like that it
Gotcha.
popped up with the red and we're like, it's recording,
Yes.
but it's telling us, hey, yeah, sure. Okay, cool. I will be quiet and you can record your voiceover,
Okay,
but
so
you
we'll
need
try
to get
this
really
again.
close to the mic so that we can get like the, and then you're going to put
Yes.
the parsley
Hello.
on the
Okay.
parsnips. And...
All right. So let's try this again. All right. See, I already bloopered it.
Yes. This is a little preview to how we do office hours promos is us just doing
Let's try this
bloopers and
again.
you only
We're
see the
good.
good one. All right, let's try it again.
Okay, so let's see. We're gonna hit the target that one. We'll go back to here. I won't try to be witty. I'm just gonna. I'm just going to call it off the way it is. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. The ingredients you are going to need is some dried sage, a little bit of plant milk, your choice of plant milk, some almond flour or any other flour of your choice, or cannellini beans. All right, so let's see what happens. I think I made it one too many times. I got maybe a mistake or two. Now that I know,
beans.
now that I know what I'm doing, we're gonna try this one more time.
All right, let's do
Now
it.
that I know, this is great. Okay. The ingredients you are going to need are some dried sage, a little bit of plant milk, any plant milk of your choice. I'm using almond flour. You can use any flour that you want. And our secret ingredient, cannellini beans. Boom.
One take
There we
wonder.
go.
One take. We'll edit the others out in post. One take. Can't believe you got it.
A little fun part that we always say is like after our 10th take, one take wonders.
Wow. One take
All right.
wonder.
I love it. So I got that ready to go. And now what we'll do is we'll go to our next one. We're going to give it a transition as well. So let's go up here. And for this one, I'll go swipe down just to have fun. But let's take a look at it and see if everything looks good for this one here.
Wondering why cannellini beans? Well,
There we go.
cannellini beans are quite buttery. They're really great to put in as a replacement for
Perfect.
things like the cream, the butter, and any kind of oil you're going to be using. They're going to bind the gnocchi. Pretty cool. And they're chock full of protein. So this is like the most healthiest gnocchi you can make, especially if you're using a non-gluten flour. I'm using almond flour, and again, that's super nutritious. It actually has something good for you. So why not make good gnocchi?
Ooh, so I dropped it down. That was great. How was that?
It looked like I got in trouble for not making good gnocchi at some point. Like, I've never made gnocchi, and I was so stressed by the end of that. Of so there's no reason not to make good gnocchi, and then you throw the beans. I'm like, oh, okay.
Smells like sweet
That's
potatoes.
great. All right, so I'm gonna leave no sound on this one here because maybe we're gonna put an overall track with this as well. We're
Okay,
gonna
cool.
do some music for at the end. So for this one, it looked like I came in a little late. So I'm gonna bring it back to here and let's move it up until I see me pop into the screen right there. All right, perfect.
And I believe you also can cut that. So what you can do is if there's a little bit too much extra time, move the playhead to where you want to cut it to.
And just go to edit.
And I think you can right click and just click on cut.
Nice.
Smells like sweet potatoes.
Perfect.
Let's go check them out. I think they're done.
Smells like
About
sweet
40
potatoes.
minutes.
That's probably my most exciting part of the entire, because now all of a sudden the smells were coming in, right?
Yep. When I get this video,
check
just
them
know
out.
that I'm clipping just that, and that's gonna be
about 40
that's gonna be
minutes.
the new ringtone. Is Nick just coming in? Smells like sweet potatoes.
A little wrinkly. This looks great.
So here's the test.
Here's how you test to make sure it's good. Flip one
Oh,
over.
those look good.
Pop a knife in. If it goes in pretty easily, comes out clean, no resistance, you're good to go.
All right, so I need a good transition here, and I think I can kind of, let's see. We're gonna go right about there. So I'm gonna bring this a little bit in. Oh, next time I'll try your tip on that.
Cool.
And then let's see. We should do. You said you're good to go. So maybe is there like a? What do you think? Maybe swipe right side left, push left. What else? Push up. We'll try that.
Push up. I love the chaos
see how
that's
that
happening
looks.
with these transitions.
I love
And
this.
you can
Let's
see
see
the
how it-
transitions
good
there.
to
If you
go.
zoom in on your timeline, they are little gray.
Yes.
Little gray overlap. So if you're ever wondering if there is a transition, you know when the little gray is there.
Gotcha. All right, so I've got to do another little. Oh, this is the best part here, right?
Okay,
So
sorry,
I've
keep
got to
going.
do a little bit of. So I need to take the sound off of this guy. So is there a way to make sure that there's on this guy here? That's my voiceover. But how do I take the sound off of a clip?
So
that
I
might
believe
have
if
it?
you right click,
Yeah.
it'll bring up some options, and we can do expand audio.
Okay. Perfect.
Separate audio.
Oh, okay. Let's do. Let's see. Undo. There we go. Oh, whoops. I think what was right. Let's see.
Oh yeah, it just
that.
it just changed
Oh,
a few settings.
okay.
Yeah. So right click
Right.
and then separate audio.
There we go.
That top one. Oh, other one.
Yes. Let's see. Try it again. Separate.
Yep.
There we go.
There we go. And now you can just delete. It looks like it's on the bottom right there. Yep. And
This
just
one.
right click or just hit delete, and that will delete it.
There we go. Delete clip. Perfect. Look at
Boom.
that. Dude, I love it.
We
All
are
right,
pros.
So now we're going to go to the next one where I've got to tell you a little bit about what to do. So we're going to move this one here. Get that right at the beginning. And again, now can I keep the same track or should I just go to another track for the voiceover?
You can
Does
keep
it
the same
matter?
track.
You do the same one?
Yeah, it's probably going to keep it cleaner. More
Okay,
clean?
so
Whatever.
let's see. There we go. And then get this back to where we need it to go, which is right. Let's see. Smells like sweet potato.
Smells like sweet potato.
I think I'm going to live that one down, am I? All right, cool. So now we're going to try this. Here we go.
Good to go.
All right, when the sweet potatoes are done, I took an ice cream scoop and just took out all of the potato meat and put it in one large container, just like this, until I got all of them done. Ooh, I should keep the sound on that one, huh?
That was a good one.
Right? I think that sounded good. All right, perfect. So we're going to keep that on there as well.
And
So,
Fergie is saying
yeah.
the keyboard shortcut for cut, I think, is S for slice.
perfect.
So if we want to cut
All
a
right.
clip, we can maybe hit S and see
Awesome.
if that works.
All right, perfect. So we had our first 7 clips added here, right?
Yep.
So I'm just going to go back up here, hit the plus sign, go to your media, and we'll go to, so we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here is our new ones. So I'm going to scroll down here. I do like seeing these previews like this. I think it's kind of neat to see where the way this does it to me is like you've already loaded them. So it's kind of like nice to see how they work.
Yep.
Let's add them there. We'll see how these go. It should go right after that. Perfect.
And it's cool that you can just click add. You don't have to like drag anything, and it will put
Yes.
all of them in there, and you can add transitions together. It's all piece by piece putting those in there. So if you did it all at the beginning, like we could have, it would have
Yes.
put all the clips in there. We would have had to edit really quick to take out that extra space to really move it along.
Perfect. So on this one here, I thought this was kind of funny because these were brand new pans, and I wanted to show why I use parchment paper. It's because of how clean the cleanup is. So I was like, this is perfect opportunity to just pop in this, and I'm just going to do a quick little recording on it, and we're going to say why this was so cool to do it this way, just to make sure you were keeping it nice and clean. So I'm going to go back to here.
All right.
We'll go
And again,
here.
we're just going to do the voiceover right there by hitting that record button twice.
Perfect. So tap it one more time, and it should be ready to go. This is why you use parchment paper. I messed it up again.
It's so hard to do voiceover because all you think about is like every letter that you're saying, and you're like, I never think about
Exactly.
letters. All right, take 2. Here we go.
See, guys, this is us on a Thursday afternoon building a clip for office hours.
This is
I
it.
do like that it does the countdown. That is
I
so
love the countdown.
fantastic. So we'll hit it again. Get this going. Ready? And this, my friends, is why you use parchment paper. Perfect. Look at that. Good
And
to
so
go.
something like that there's a little bit of extra, we can just trim that off at the end.
Yes.
And because the audio is still attached, I actually don't know if the audio is attached, but I think that if we cut it, it will also cut that audio. Let's see what
Perfect.
happens.
Oh, on this one here?
There's that extra like little 3 seconds at the end.
I cut it off.
If we cut it off, it might also
And
cut
this,
the audio.
my friends, is why you use parchment paper. Oh, a little bit left, right?
Yep, we're good.
Okay, perfect. So on this one, I believe I have sound.
In that same bowl, we're gonna add our spices. We have a little salt.
Look, I did that just like the cooking shows, guys. Did you notice that? I separated each spice.
Nick's so excited about his gnocchi.
This was my favorite part. I'm gonna make it sure it's separated in there so everyone knows what I'm putting in there.
Yep.
By the way, that is garlic powder, salt, and some sage and pepper.
All right.
So very cool to kind of put in there. It's great. So I'm gonna go here. Let's get in a fun transition, and let's just do a dissolve for this one, just for fun. Here we got another one. So on this one, I believe is when, let's see if I'm talking here or not. We'll double check.
All right, so you're gonna
Yep.
stir all this up together. If you don't have a high-speed blender, you're gonna have to mash this. So think of it as mashed potatoes. Get a
Okay, so
masher
here's where
and get this
I
all
tried to do one of those things at the end of this one. I did a snap because I wanted to go real quick to the next one where something appears.
Yep.
So the best tip on that, I'm assuming, is maybe just no transition.
Yeah, I think no transition and find when you snap, and then just
Yes.
let's try to
Together
do the
incorporate.
hotkey with S
Or
and
you
see if
do
we
like
can
I can
cut and do a hard cut right there.
Ah, there it goes. Okay, there it was. So you want to do it, let's see, right at the end of the clip. I want to do what short key?
Right
What
there.
was
So
that?
S is the hotkey for cutting, it looks like.
Yeah.
From our friend Fergie. And then
Okay.
hover over that clip and see if it will cut that right there.
All right, so play it and then hit the S.
No, I think just hit S right now.
Okay.
There we go, and it cut it. And now we can delete that extra, and it should transition to that clip.
I don't think I had actually snapped at that point yet. I wanted to get the thing right to where the snap was.
Okay, got it. Sorry, yes.
Okay, so let's undo that. All right, perfect. So let's see. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so. Oh, perfect. So that's the snap. Now it's S, right?
All right, yep. And it will make that cut for us. And then we delete. It should move everything over so that it keeps that hard cut right there.
So let's see.
Yes, jump cut.
Oh!
Yeah. I'm gonna take all of those ingredients and throw them in.
Dude, this is fantastic. I love it.
Will that blend?
It worked.
I think it will.
Excellent. It worked. Beautiful. Great suggestion. All right, perfect. So here we go. Getting it grounded up, ready to go in there. Love that sound, right?
Right, yeah.
Let's get up to here and see if this is a voiceover or not. Oh, yes.
Maybe that's something that we detach the sound again and kill the sound on the blender. Just if we're going to add music to it, maybe we kill the blender sound so it isn't like. All
right, so it would be on this one.
Yep,
so
and you can do that. Right click and then separate the audio.
Right, and then grab this guy
and then just boom, delete. Bye.
Look at that. Perfect. No sound.
No sound. We don't need that. We don't need the blender noise.
So let's see. Yep, there we go. Now, here's another thing. I kind of did this on accident, but I thought this would be a purposeful lesson. Notice I accidentally put the little plunger in upside down first, so it has some of the sweet potato on the top.
Yep.
So I can actually take this one and just reframe it, correct, and get that out of the picture.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Let's try that.
Cheat a little bit.
There we go. All right, it's cool. So let's see how that looks. Because it was funny when I saw that, I was like, okay, I made a complete mess. But I think, as you always hear, I can fix it in post. And look at that.
Look at that. We fixed it in post. There could be
sweet potato on the top.
There could be so much chaos happening right above there, and we just crop it out a little bit, and it makes it look like movie magic.
Perfect. So we'll get a nice little transition on that one. We'll move to this one, and I believe this one is.
Ooh, all right. Pour.
Look at that. Now this doesn't need sound, doesn't need an overlay, so I think we can leave the sound because it was minimal.
All right, so now what we're going to do is...
So we're getting into more instruction. I'll take this and we'll do another fun, let's do a, we'll do a slide down on that one.
And I believe if we want to with that clip, over in the panel, that is fun. Over in the panel on the right, if you click on, I believe the fourth one down that looks like a little meter.
Let's see.
Right above. Yeah, right there. I think that we could remap the speed on that. So this one with it, when you're scooping. Sorry, the clip before it. Yeah, you need to have the clip before it selected. There we go. We can change the speed on here. And so you can scoop in a little bit faster. Just have a quick little pop in by changing that speed right there.
Saving us a little time on that, right?
Yep.
This is... All right, so all I got to do is kind of set it here. Oh, it's got the clip selected. Now I'm going to go a little bit faster.
Yep, right there. And it's going to shorten that because it's making it go faster.
Yeah.
And then let's go ahead and click on ramp. And what that does is it's going to give us that matrix kind of bullet time to where it's regular and then goes up faster and then comes back down to regular. So it's not as jarring.
Let's see. Nice.
There we go. And it ramps up to the fast and then it should slow back down to the normal speed near the end.
Perfect.
There we go.
Love it.
And then we get the little swipe in. Perfect.
Add your flower of
That's great. I love it. So we'll add one more hit. Let's see. We'll go to a transition here. Perfect idea. I'm glad we did that. We'll hit that. And then I believe this goes right through
with a dough-like consistency.
Oh, look at the gnocchi starting, guys. And it's happening.
Cannellini bean mixture on its own could literally be a great dip.
Let's see this one. I think we're good to go on this one as well.
Ooh, extreme zoom.
Ooh. Yeah, look at that.
Ooh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot right there.
There we go.
And so that's one that maybe we want to cut a little bit early, like cut it on the scoop, so we just get like a quick little scoop.
Let's see how that looked. Let's see. Whoops. Move this here and get this guy here. You think like right? You tell me.
Maybe right as it comes up. So right there. Yeah, when it goes out of frame.
There we go.
Boom.
Like that?
Yep. And then we just hit that quick S and it'll make that cut.
Oh,
no, you dragged it over.
Yeah.
Yep, we're good.
Yeah. Oh, it worked. Okay, cool. Perfect. All right, so we got to add more media. We're going to go back to our plus. The last one we had is the close-up of the red. So let's go down here.
I'm so excited to watch this.
There he is. Oh, all right, perfect. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this one is this is great. It was another mistake, but it was something cool I wanted to show because I forgot to show the sauce being poured and being put together. So what I'm assuming we could do is do a pan and zoom kind of on an image.
Yep.
Great. Perfect.
Let's do it.
All right, cool.
And I love, yes, Anika says, has anyone mentioned yet that Nick could be a TikTok sensation? Yes. We have talked about
Oh my
that.
God.
This is the
It's too
start.
much.
This is the start.
It's happening, folks. It's happening. All right, let's get this. How are we doing on time? Good.
We've got about 25 minutes left.
Excellent. Okay. So this is going to be, I'd like to keep this audio because I think it's got some good stuff and it'll just be along with there. Like that drop?
Oh, that's good audio right there.
Look at that. We got the kneading going. There's your look at that. That is just sweet potato, cannellini beans, and flour. That is it.
This is premium
Look at
content.
that. I love it. All right, perfect. So now we need, so let's see. Do we have anything that's like a twist, or how about, we'll do dissolve because we're still in the dough making zone here. So
Yep.
we'll take this. Let's see how it looks. Dissolves right into here.
And we also can turn on the pan and zooms. We'll do that in a minute. It's right underneath there. Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, so we're rolling it into a bar. Sorry, I'm like into the recipe now. So we're rolling
Yes,
it into
all
a
right.
bar, and then we're gonna cut it into the gnocchis,
Yeah, so
right?
here, I'll give you a little bit of, so here we go. We're rolling it out. This is all in the recipe that you're going to download as well. So I like to keep them a little bit rough and rustic because it kind of looks a little more, like these are really homemade now. You can start to see. They're like little pillows, right?
And
There you
yes,
go.
everyone is loving the sound on these videos. I agree. The sound is so good.
We're keeping it in there. All right, cool. Oh, the dissolve works perfect.
So I placed a few of them on a sheet ready to go. We're going to boil those. But for now, I'm just going to take my extra, put it in a nice container.
So you can keep this
it
in the fridge for a little while
use
and
it
boil
another
it
time.
later, which is fantastic. It's just unbelievable.
Could you,
All right.
in theory,
Salted boiling water. I'm adding the gnocchi.
What was your question?
could you, in theory, make one giant gnocchi?
Oh my God, it would take forever to cook.
Okay, cool.
Because like the outside would cook, but the inside
I was
would
I was
still
curious
be-
if like that was a possible thing.
Yeah.
And,
Spoon.
Maria,
And we're going to stir.
Yeah.
These.
a question from Maria says, any
you when
recommendations
they're done.
on what camera settings to use when recording? Any extra tips? Thank you.
I noticed too, the only thing I did was I'm not too familiar with a lot of the extras. I'm using an iPhone 12 Pro, and I know it has a lot of incredible features. I just made sure I did one test. I had the light source behind me, so it was like, at least lighting up me pretty nicely. And I did this early in the day, like maybe 10 to 11 a.m. But that to me was, it just came out fine as far as the settings went. Do you have anything that you would like kind of recommend when it comes to that?
So and I would tell my students this when I was teaching photography, is the best camera is the one that you have with you. So any camera that you have, who cares about settings? As long as you can tell the story, that's really what counts. So use your phone, use a webcam, like you can use literally any camera, and there are a lot of settings that you can mess with. But for now, if you're just trying to tell a story, especially if you're using Premiere Rush, just any camera that you have, using your phone is more than fine for Premiere Rush because you can really work quickly, and you can actually edit this on your phone if you wanted to. Premiere Rush would be easy.
pretty
and
incredible.
how long did it take Nick to film all of this, Nick?
Oh, it was about 2 hours, I'd say, maybe an hour and a half. The longest part was basically the potatoes took 40 minutes.
Okay.
So there was some time there in between. But once you could see everything else is quite immediate. So I'd say at the most it was, and then I was cooking other stuff as well because it was Thanksgiving morning. So that was fun.
Yep.
All right. So this is the one that I have just a still of, but I want to do a little pan and zoom with it, right?
Yes.
So
Also, pan and zoom does also sound like another dish,
Yeah, it does.
right? Like we're gonna have gnocchi and then a little bit of pan and zoom.
Exactly. Now, I've used this, I think, once or twice, but I wasn't too sure. I know it has to do with framing and enlarging this to add motion by animating your scale over time, right?
Yes.
So what's the best way to do this? You're starting here.
So I think if we turn it on, let's go ahead and see how it looks now, because I think that it does start setting automatically.
Oh, let's
custom
see.
settings in there.
Oh, there you go.
That's pretty much perfect for what we wanted.
But I should slow it down a little bit, right? Or
let's slow down the speed by just selecting that clip and then again going over to that speed.
Yep. There we go.
Run down. Yep, right there.
Okay. And then
We need to have the clip selected.
let's see. It is not.
We need to click not on the play bar.
Let's see. Oh, and here? There we go. There we go. All right. Well, nope. Wait, it is selected. Or should I
Yeah.
just stretch it?
What? It is selected.
I know.
Oh, we can't change the time because it's a still. It's reading it as
Sure.
a still and it's moving the still, and so I don't think we can change the timing of the still.
So what if we go back to pan and zoom? Is there any? Oh, so there's no.
So there we go. Start and end. So maybe if we pull the start in a little bit, it will change the speed of that. There we go. So
little bit
that's
more
the
in?
framing of what we want. Yeah, and that way it will have to grow less, so it will go a little bit slower.
Okay, so let's see how that goes. All right, so we'll go back. We'll take a quick look and see how that works.
Oh yeah, that was a good. That man,
That good?
that was a delicious
I'm
zoom.
gonna add a
All
bit
right,
of
perfect.
nutritional yeast if you've never used that before.
Perfect.
It's a great little cheese or
So we only got a
Parmesan
few more things
substitute.
to add, guys, and I think
then
we're ready to see
can
this
have
in
a
its
pasta,
entirety.
some chocolate
With some
on
music,
top.
we'll add to it and see.
that.
That's where we'll have to maybe mess with the levels a little bit, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we are going to add, let's see, this one, and this one. So this is a nice pan of it in the bowl itself. Then we have another still where it's a nice overhead, and then the ending slide.
Yep.
So I'm gonna drop
another
these
great dish, a pan of it.
Yeah. A pan of it. There we go. I can slow that down a little bit. That would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe, let's see. I will get a little bit off the front of it. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, there we are. Right about there. And then we'll go back to speed. And let's make this a little bit, take this a little bit longer, right?
Yep.
So
And
slowing
if
it
we
down.
ramp that, that's gonna look really good ramping because it'll
Ooh.
start out and then like slow down. Ooh.
Lovely to see. All right,
I'm
cool. So
excited.
let's see how that looks. We'll move it back a little bit. Oh,
Ooh.
look at that. Look at
Mwah.
that texture.
Mwah.
Looking good. Do we even need maybe we don't need this next piece? Or,
Oh, I don't think we need that at all. No,
Yeah,
I
I
think
was
we
gonna
got
say.
I think we got the shot.
all right, so we'll get that out. Perfect. And then we have the ending shot here. This is 100% cool because I'm talking. So I think we got everything here. I think on this one we want to fade. We want to fade out, right?
Yep.
Would that be something we would do? Just dissolve?
Yep. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that would work.
Okay. Cool.
And something else that we might do as we get there is we're going to add some music, right? And then maybe we want to add like a title or some kind of sticker on there at the beginning as well. So let's
Yes.
maybe go through and check audio and stuff, and then we can go and add in some music. Actually, let's do the music now.
Yeah, let's do it. So we want an audio, and I'm assuming, let's see if we can find anything holidays related. Let's see. Nothing? Let's see. Cheerful? What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like there was something under I found some stuff under holiday that I used for some of the promos.
Oh, here we go. Let's try there. Holiday.
It was all
I had-
piano
Ah,
music,
here
which
we
might
go.
be fun. Yeah.
All right. So let's see what we got here. Nope. Sorry if that was too
Yeah,
loud.
I think the rest are just piano. Oh yeah, Hanukkah just started yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, let's see. We got Jingle Bells. If anybody's got a good one that they know.
Yeah.
So we want maybe...
It looks like this is all the holiday stuff that I could find as well.
How about loops?
Oh, yeah.
Because I think that's a little bit... so there's no vocals in there.
No holiday
But maybe we
stuff.
can find something that's... Let's see. A lot of these are like R&B. Probably not going to work.
Oh yeah, that feels like a vibe. That was pretty vibey.
Did you like that?
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. Might as well, right? Let's see. Where was that?
There's no
one?
rules here.
there
And
we go.
again,
All right.
there's a great music library built into Premiere Rush that you can use
Yeah.
for free, and just grab some music and toss it on there, so you can get that nice little Casey Neistat
Oh,
vibe.
so here's a question. It's only 29 minutes. So 29 seconds. So I think we need something longer.
Oh,
than
we
that,
probably do
correct?
need something longer than that. Yeah.
So I think in these loops, well, in the loops, maybe we could just duplicate them.
Oh yeah, we can totally just duplicate them.
Okay. So
Easy.
should I add this one and see how it goes? Let's see.
Yep.
Perfect.
And where's the
Now-
music source from? I don't know the answer to that, Katrina. I'm sorry.
Oh, these are all from Rush.
Oh yeah,
right?
they're
These
they're
are-
in Rush. I don't know where they
Yeah.
come from originally, but they are in Rush.
Yeah. So I'm going to move it down here, not in the same one with my voiceover,
Yep.
correct?
And then I believe
So-
we can just
oh.
right click on it. Actually,
Yeah.
see if you can drag it because it's a loop. Okay, so just right click on it and then hit duplicate.
There we go.
and it should just loop right through for us. So we're going to duplicate that a bunch of times. So
we
it
just
goes
see how
through.
it sounds here, just for now, just from the very beginning.
Yes, I think it's going to be a little hot.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually,
so,
it's not.
think it was okay?
Yeah, let's try with some audio and see where it goes.
All right.
Hey, Adobe, how you doing? I'm Nick Longo. Welcome to my kitchen. Or the home.
All right,
Feels a
so we're
little loud,
yeah,
right?
we're definitely have to pull the music down. Yeah, so maybe
Yeah.
we delete the copies and then we can pull the audio level down on the music.
There we go. So delete these guys. So now what you want to do is click here, I'm assuming? No.
Over in
right?
the audio to the right,
Yes.
the second one from the bottom.
There we go. Cool.
And then we want to pull that down a little bit. And actually, no.
Thinking of the voiceover thing or no?
So yeah, there's something there called actually, yeah, leave the clip volume at 100 and let's try something here.
leave this 100?
Yeah, so leave that at 100 and then let's click on auto duck right underneath there.
Yes.
So auto ducking is basically it will pull we want it reduced by a lot.
Yes.
So pull that all the way to the right. Sorry, it's that slider's opposite.
Oh,
so the higher it is
oh.
the more it's reducing. So
maybe
ducking
right there.
basically will take if there is other audio happening and lower the volume automatically for the other audio. So let's set those settings and see if it works. I don't know if it's going to duck just for your voice or for the whole clip. So let's see what happens.
Hey, Adobe, how you doing? I'm Nick Longo. Welcome to my kitchen. Or the home for the holiday segment.
All right, so it doesn't look like
go
it ducked
a little-
enough.
yeah.
So maybe let's just set it manually.
Okay, good. So take auto duck off.
Yep, and then just pull the volume way down.
Perfect. All right, let's give it a quick look and see how that goes. Is that just enough?
Hey, Adobe, how you doing? I'm Nick Longo. Welcome to my kitchen.
How's that?
Or the home for the holiday segment. I'm going to make a
Good on you?
gnocchi. Vegan basically means
Let's
no
pull it
animal
down to like
products,
20-ish.
No dairy, no
It's
egg,
at 30 something,
no
right?
butter, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
even try to go a little
There's
bit
18.
light on the oil. But the cool thing about it is I have a secret
That's good.
ingredient
Yeah, that sounds good.
to make it just as good.
That sounds
Perfect.
good. And I love everyone at home. You probably were having the same thing that we were doing. Is you like look at something with your ears, and Nick and I both did this. We were sitting here, and we both go. We were like looking at the screen with our ear when we're listening. I love when we do that.
All right, so we should just start duplicating here, right?
Yep.
Okay. So as I do this, and the only other thing we have, I think, is I could do this later, or we can just see how are we doing on time.
We got about
time for it?
10 minutes left. So this video looks like it's 6 minutes. So
Yeah.
we can maybe go a little bit more. Let's maybe add in a couple titles, and then we'll just
Perfect.
run this out for the end of the show.
I love it. Look at it. Wow, it ended like perfectly. Look
Boom.
at that.
Boom.
How did that happen? Okay.
All right, so let's add in some titles, and maybe we want to add in like a title at the beginning, and then maybe hit one or two like key steps of like here's the oven temperature or something, and kind of pop those in.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. All right, so we are ready at the beginning. So I think we got that. The title slide, I thought I had,
So
but
up on the right,
Oh, go ahead.
the very top right. Oh yeah, no, let's do that. Sorry, I was gonna do a different way. Let's do that. That's a better way.
Okay, so let's see if will this work? No. Oh, it was just a JPEG. Do you have to do it as something different?
No,
I'm
I
assuming?
feel like it should be able to pull in a JPEG.
That's all it was. So it's a JPEG here, but it's not
Preview.
working. Let's see. I'm going to add it here. The video bit depth is okay. Maybe it was a wrong.
Huh.
Why don't we do a few of the fun little graphic?
Let's
things
do it.
we'll
Yeah,
add on?
yeah. So let's do
Okay.
the title card where you just were.
Okay. So should we just do a graphic one like this?
Yep. Let's
One
do
of
that.
these?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I'll just do. Let's see what looks good.
And you can go to
Anybody?
more on those, and it will
Yes.
bring up a whole bunch of options.
Great.
For you.
Perfect. Let's see what we got. We'll find something that's a little bit on track with what we're doing here. Let's
Grab
see.
viewer, bold pop.
I love the
I love
names
the
of
I
these
love
things,
the
right?
names.
Let's just go with that one. That looks cool. And I'm assuming you'll do it into our style here. There we go. All right, perfect. A little bit. Ooh,
Oh.
that's a little bit weird.
Oh.
You know what I'll do? I'll do it before I export. I'll find a way to bring in my actual one.
Yep.
So it'll match everything. Okay, so let's get rid of that for now. So I liked your idea of going back and finding where here you want to put some like 400 degrees kind of thing here.
Yep.
kind of
And I believe
vibe.
that we can do that up in the top right. We can add
Yes.
in that little text or a sticker, and it will go right on there.
Okay, cool. So we hit here, and we're gonna do.
Oh, nope, wrong one. Oh, yes, sorry, same one. It's also a tool in the very right on your toolbar. The
Oh
top
yeah,
one
there. I like
is the
that
same
better.
tool.
All right,
Yep.
cool. Right here. So add graphic. All right, so it's just doing this. All right, so
Oh, it
now
is.
we just want to like a layover, right?
Yeah, typography pop in maybe.
Overlay.
Yeah, let's try overlay.
Okay, let's see. Maybe that. Look at us. Titles.
Yeah, let's do titles and then, yeah, let's try that one. See what happens.
Okay. And if anything, we just get the type and just use that as
Yep.
needed.
Again,
See?
this is the stream is us.
Ah, here we go.
Yeah, why not?
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so then over on the right, you can change fonts. You can change all of the goodies. So we can go over there and, preheat over to 400 degrees. Caught
That
red-handed.
ready to go, and then we can put perfect.
Yep.
How's that?
And so if we want
Okay.
to, we can click on that and let's go back to those settings and see what we can change.
Yeah.
Is we can change colors, we can change size, fonts.
That looks good.
And it is, I believe, compatible with Adobe fonts. So you can do all kinds of different fonts. And the shapes
wonderful.
on the edges, you can also change those as well.
There we go. Got that.
Yep.
Character spacing, line spacing. We don't have any lines. Baseline shift. That looks good to go. And I think that's it.
Yep. And I believe we can just click and drag that down if we want it to go further on the bottom right there.
So like this, right?
Yep. No, I believe you can. Yeah. So we can go longer there, but if we want to move it to the bottom, I think that we can just click and drag it down.
Oh, yes. It's
and
all
it will
there.
go all the way to the bottom. Yep.
Great. So let's take a quick look and see how that comes into play.
All right, I'm starting with 2 sweet potatoes. I've cut them
Whoa.
in half, put them on a baking dish with a little parchment paper, and my oven is set.
Food Network's already calling, guys. They're
We're
already
keeping it.
calling.
We're keeping it. That's how it is.
Wonderful.
We need
Let's
that
see.
energy in our lives.
All right, perfect. Here we can say just checking on them. They're looking about done.
Yep.
So we can
And
add a fun little graphic.
I
Go for it.
think, Nick,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and let's see. What time is it? We have 9 minutes left.
Should we take a look?
Let's go ahead and run the whole thing just so we can watch because it's I think 6 minute video. So let's watch through so that everyone can get the idea of what we're
Okay.
creating, of how to make this gnocchi, and then
Perfect.
we can kind of wrap up with everything that we did today.
Okay.
So all right, everybody, here we
Is there
go.
a way I can make it full screen? I forget. Is it this one here?
There, I believe. Yes. All right,
All right.
here we go, y'all. Here's our TikTok, our long TikTok about how to create some gnocchi.
Hey, Adobe, how you doing? I'm Nick Longo. Welcome to my kitchen. For the Home for the Holidays segment, I'm going to make a vegan gnocchi. Vegan basically means no animal products, so there's no dairy, no egg, no butter, and I'm going to even try to go a little bit
What am I
light on
watching
the
in the
oil.
background?
But the cool thing about it is I have a secret ingredient that's going to make it just as good. No one's going to know the difference. They're actually quite good and nutritious for you. So, we've got this great recipe. Let's go make it. All right, I'm starting with 2 sweet potatoes. I've cut them in half, put them on a baking dish with a little parchment paper, and my oven is set for 400 degrees. Let's bake them.
Good thing I said 400.
Right? Ooh, I like that it transitioned out too.
The ingredients you are going to need are some dried sage,
Voiceover.
a little bit of plant milk, any plant milk of your choice. I'm using almond flour. You can use any flour that you want. And our secret ingredient, cannellini beans. Yeah, we're finding new music too.
You're probably wondering why cannellini beans. Well, cannellini beans are quite buttery. They're really great to put in as a replacement for things like the cream, the butter, and any kind of oil you're gonna be using. They're gonna bind the gnocchi, pretty cool, and they're chock full of protein. So this is like the most healthiest gnocchi you can make, especially if you're using a non-gluten flour. I'm using almond flour, and again, that's super nutritious. It actually has something good for you. So why not make good gnocchi?
Why not make good gnocchi? You're in
Why
trouble.
not? You're in trouble. Oven needs a
shot
good
right
cleaning.
And we did here earlier, we did the voiceover. So if we want to add in
Smells
some
like
audio
sweet
there, we
potatoes.
could do that very
Let's go
easily.
check them out.
Yep.
I think they're done.
Smells like sweet potatoes.
It's been about 40 minutes. Oh yeah, I can tell. They're getting a little wrinkly. This looks great. Here's how you test to make sure it's good. Flip one over. Pop a knife in. If it goes in pretty easily, comes out clean, no resistance, you're good to go.
Did you grab that with your bare hands?
Yes. Italian fingers,
All right.
baby. When the sweet potatoes are done, I took an ice cream scoop and just took out all of the
the
potato
voiceovers
meat,
are great.
put it
Voiceovers
in
sound
one
great.
large container, just like this, until I got all of them done. Oh, who's hungry?
Scooby.
Who's hungry?
I'm so hungry. I've just been streaming all day.
Oh, there's a good. And this, my
That needs a
friends,
cut.
is why you use parchment paper.
In that same bowl, we're gonna add our spices. We have a little salt, we have a little black pepper, some sage, and some garlic powder.
So
Pop that in.
with this, maybe if we want the
Next
audio
up,
to be a little more
don't forget
even, we would
our secret
re-record this
ingredient,
audio.
the cannellini
Super easy to
beans.
do another voiceover.
ready to go?
You're
so that
right.
It sounds a
Let's
little
stir it
clear.
up.
Like you can. I've done one where I cut the audio out of
All right,
everything
so you
and
stir
did
all
one
this
long.
together. If you don't have a
overdub.
high-speed blender, you're gonna have to mash this. So think of it as mashed potatoes. Get a masher and get this.
Could
I
I use
thought
an
I was in
emulsion
the frame.
blender here as well?
Or you could do like
Yes,
I
you
can
may.
do.
But this thing's a beast.
You take all of those ingredients and throw them in my blend tank.
The funny thing too, guys, is I'm
Let's
sure
blend.
if anyone's done this, you think you're totally in the frame, and you are completely not. Those are always my favorite, right?
Close enough.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. We got rid of the accident on that one.
Yep,
That looks
and we
good.
changed the framing on that clip by just zooming in a little bit so that we don't see the mistakes.
That was great. I do have some leftover, by the way, if anybody's local.
I'll be there on the 11th, Nick.
We're gonna have to do a friend's holiday get together.
Yes, please.
All right. So now what we're gonna do is add your flour of choice.
So here we
I'm
go.
using a little almond flour. So I'm gonna put it in and just start stirring.
So now it's a nice little
What we're
montage
trying to
of
do is
cooking
get
it, getting it
almost
ready,
dough-like
cutting it up.
consistency. That sweet potato and
Who's gonna make this, by the way? I'd
mixture
love to
on
know.
its
And you
own
got
could
to
literally
post some
be
pictures.
a
We gotta
great
see it.
dip or a great sauce.
Oh, that
Almost
would be a
like
good
hummus,
dip.
too.
Oh, that would be a great dip.
let's
Yes,
get
it's
this
like
to
a
a good
that makes
consistency.
like the best hummus right there.
I was
You
gonna
would
say get
never
some like
believe.
pita chips.
There you go.
Put a little bit of like cinnamon on a pita chip. Make it sweet potato cinnamon. Oh, Nick.
It's like fall harvest chip extravaganza.
Yes. Oh, the throwdown right there.
Thank you. Come on. I've watched enough cooking channels to know.
Yes, and chat, let us know if you have a holiday tradition of creating any kind of food, any kind of snack. Let us know what that
I'd
is.
love to know what it is. Yeah. So here we go. Nothing better than oh man, now I just want to make pasta all day. It's like it's like the best thing in the
Nick,
world.
I feel like you always want to make pasta. I do feel
always.
like that's a general statement about you.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. What else do you have around your house that you can make, and you have all the ingredients for already? It's water and flour.
I can make
That's like-
Chipotle so fast by just touching my
Yes.
phone like 4 times. That's my idea of cooking.
Oh, one day when they have the machine that you just hit the button and you say Chipotle and it makes it for you right there.
Yes.
It'll happen one of these days. Oh, that's a cool one. Yet.
So I placed a few
Canon
of them
PowerShot
on the sheet,
camera
ready to go. We're gonna boil
SX50.
those. But
Yep.
for now,
Great
I'm just gonna
idea.
take my
Yeah.
extra.
I'm thinking.
put it in a nice
I'd love
container,
to invest in a
keep it
better
in the
camera
fridge,
just to have
and
more
use
fun
it
with these
another
things.
time.
You know. It's always a blast. All right, we're almost there, guys. Here we go.
In salted
boiling.
boiling water, I'm adding
Yep.
the gnocchi.
By the way, if you this thing's on sale, Black Friday special, $49,
We're gonna
Amazon. This
These
this
will tell
pot.
you when they're done by rising to the top.
I love
When they
watching
rise to
gnocchi
the top,
cook because they
are
pop
done.
up.
It only needs
Yes.
about 3 to 4 minutes.
They just rise to the top when they're done, just like any fresh pasta. There you
As they
go.
float to the top.
Oh, look how
I'm gonna
good
take
they
them out,
look.
Put them right into my little strainer
That's a cool strainer.
and let them cool off.
Yeah, you never lose it.
Damn, they look good.
I think that was one thing I saw on a show. It was so smart. If you misplace something, like in the kitchen, buy it in a neon color,
Look at
and
that.
you'll never
Cleaning
lose it.
up.
Yep.
I'm gonna add a bit
And
of
you just saw
nutritional yeast.
our
if
pan
you've
and
never
zoom
used that
happened right
before.
there on
It's
a
great
uh,
little cheese,
on a
little
still,
Parmesan
little
substitute.
effect that we added.
And then
Oh, gotta get that basil in. And here's our slow down shot.
Yep, a little speed ramp on this one. Ooh.
Nice. Showing off all that texture, and then here's my goodbye. This is great. Ooh, we're gonna have to fix that. That was a little long.
Wow. I really hope you try this recipe. It is so good. It's such a great alternative. No one will know the difference. And it's going to be a great addition to any holiday table. Happy holidays, guys.
We did it.
So delicious. So delicious. And Nick, we did it literally exactly on time with 1
Look
minute
at
left.
that, you guys.
We never do this. Nick, so here's what we're
Yo.
going to do is we are going to upload all of this to a place for you. We'll upload the recipe card first, and then once we export this video, we can export it and it will go in so you can follow along at home. And Nick, if you can point down for me again. right over there. There you go. So bit.ly/Adobe Live Holidays. That's the place where all of the assets live. That's where everything from today and all of our streams will exist. You can see here that we have the streams from today. We have Nick in here. We have Wade with his assets and the stickers. We have Shauna with some great brushes, I believe, that we made today. So there's awesome things in here for you to play around with. Do whatever you want right at that link down here. And Nick, we're going to go upload that right now. Other than that, thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Nick, any holiday advice or cheer that you can spread to our friends?
Oh my gosh. Well, first, everybody, thank Andrew for putting this together, and Sam and all of the other great people behind the scenes and all the folks doing this. This is great, dude. This is like, what a way to kick off the holidays.
Yes, a great time. And we are continuing again all throughout the week. We'll be back tomorrow with some awesome streams. I will have a stream tomorrow. We'll be making a holiday card, and then our friend Howard Pinsky will be animating it. So we will see you tomorrow again, same time, same place, for more Home for the Holidays here on Adobe Live. Bye, everybody.